Greetings. Welcome to the Minecraft Unblocked YouTube channel. I'm Jake, and let's jump into this video. Admittedly, I've been having a lot of problems with this one. Commentary being the problem. If anyone has seen any of my previous videos, you would have noticed that I don't do commentary. And there's probably a reason for that. This has been the, 50th time I tried recording this video. And every time I just start rambling or what I say doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to try to make this kind of concise, maybe quick for my first video. I'm not going to do too much, but I will show you the 10th build of, well, this build challenge which I've been doing. I'll elaborate after I give you a tour of the building. So today I decided to build an ancient Roman Domus, a house for the rich in the urban centers of ancient Rome. Let's close these doors. I had them open because I was recording earlier and I just hated my commentary. First impressions, it looks rather kind of drab and bland, but there's a reason for that, and we'll get to that in due time. Let's just kind of look at the exterior and try to note a few things. The first thing I'm gonna kind of say is the layout. It's very linear, starting from one end to the other end. And yeah, it's a big rectangle. And this is a typical layout of these ancient domus houses in Rome. But it's not the outside that matters. It's the inside. So let's jump right in, guys. I like to say that. Jump right in. Bloody hell. Alright. So as we walk through the doors, we're greeted with this very small entrance. I decided to make this very small. Oh, oops. I just broke that. I decided to make this very small because, don't really need a big entrance. And I'm working with a limited time frame. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to furnish everything, so that sucks. But again, daily build challenge. That's what happens. You run out of time. So in this room, I have a storage room. Just to put all the stuff. Got the grains. Probably got like all sorts of stuff in here. In the barrels, you know, maybe olive oil. Everything you need to run a Roman home. Here, we have a very small study. Wasn't able to fit too much in here. It's a very small room. Again, I kind of made these rooms very small. Most of the area is in this main reception room. This is what we call an atrium in the house. There's a few key components of an atrium. One of them being this elliptical hole in the roof, or I guess it's a square. It's not an ellipse. Whatever. It's not an ellipse, but it's a square. And it lets in light, right? It also kind of lets in rainwater, which goes into this impluvium, or impluvium. This is the center of the house. This is the heart of the home. If guests come in, they usually come here, and that's where they'll be greeted. And yeah, that's probably where they'll be. Sometimes you can take these rooms, which I had this door open. This one is probably a room for servants or slaves. There were slaves in ancient Rome, unfortunately, but that was their economy. And yeah, you probably go into here. They can hang out in there if you allow them to. They're going to be ready. This usually leads out into a bunch of other rooms. I didn't have the time to build kind of elaborate rooms, but one room I do have, and this is usually the case, is that from the atrium you can go into the kitchen. There's a very small kitchen that I have here. It has our stove that we cook our food in, to bring over to our kitchen, which is over there, but not kitchen, our dining room. Sorry, misspoke. This is why I suck at commentary. Here is the bathroom, or the toilets, or the waste, I guess, be connected to some sort of sewage. Sometimes, not always. Yeah, you might be wondering, why is this here, right next to the bloody kitchen? Well, this is a very typical layout. The Romans didn't necessarily see the problem with having a toilet next to your kitchen. And also, you could throw stuff in here. Like, if you're cooking something, you had some garbage, you can just throw it down, right? No problem. And here I have the really useful sponge on the stick, which is kind of the TP of the Roman world, the toilet paper. You know, you'll rinse it off. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. So yeah, here it's raining. It's kind of showcasing what this can be used for. The rainwater is just going into the impluvium. And yeah, that's pretty cool. This isn't typical of a lot of the layouts I've seen. I don't know if this is common. I just put this here out of convenience. I put the stair here, leading up to the second floor. Of course, we got bedrooms and stuff. I didn't furnish this one. I didn't have time. There's a bedroom here. I'm just gonna call this the master bedroom because it's like a big bed, right? But there'd be rooms all around here if there's a second balcony or floor here. And yeah, we can look at the hole here. Isn't that cool? I like that. Let's just jump right into the dining room. Oh, one thing I should say, another thing that you'd have in the atrium is either kind of a shrine or a statue. A shrine to the family or whatever. So this would be the place to go. I have a statue here. But yeah, dining room. As you can see right here, it's kind of... You might be curious to wonder why there's like beds just laid out here. The Romans ate while laying down, and that's how they ate and socialized. So if you had a dinner party, you guys would just be laying down right here, eating your food. Wait, I can't really get out of that, but whatever. And that's how they did it. I would basically just have some food here. Got some grapes, bread, an apple, and I guess some stew. But yeah, nice. These are the details. I kind of like this room. It's not too shabby. I like the roof or the ceiling. I think it adds a lot of depth. And finally, here's the garden. Notice that there's a hole in the roof to let in sunlight. Very useful when you have small windows. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say, there's going to be a lot of murals throughout. Murals and wall paintings and marble paneling throughout a domus. Like I said, this is where all of the money goes into when it comes to these houses. It's all in here. There's a lot of elaborate details. Of course, I'm limited in what I'm doing with here on Minecraft. And I'm sure I could do a better job. Again, limited on time for the build challenge, but I think I did okay, and I really love this room. Especially this centerpiece. The atrium is my favorite part of these houses, because it just lets in so much light, and it makes the house feel so much more lively. I could imagine, you know, a guest comes in, you take them to the front door, lead them here, and then you have a conversation. And if you don't want them in your house anymore, you just let them through the front door again. Or if you guys were to go and chill out, you can go chill out here in the really the dining room, lay down, recline on these beds or the couches here, and yeah, eat to your heart's content whilst debating or talking about philosophy or whatever. That was something that was very common at dinner parties in those days. You could also come back here and just look at the garden. He's got a nice statue right here, and I don't know why I use the chains. Again, I just needed something to put something there, you know. I kind of placeholdered it out because I was running out of time. I usually am not this haphazard, but this build was so big, and there was a lot more that I could do to it, and I wanted to add more. Unfortunately, again, ran out of time. There's a lot of certain details that are just aesthetic, like this here, this part of the roof. Let me open that up. Like this right here is just aesthetic purposes, and this thing here is aesthetically placed there just because I needed a placeholder. I don't know if I said this earlier. I probably did. I re-recorded this so many times, but this would be in a city. There'd be buildings all around it, so I needed a placeholder here just to show you guys what it would look like in kind of a natural habitat. Otherwise, you just have a big rectangle with rather small windows that are placed high up. Although I didn't necessarily finish it, I do like how it looks, even from the outside. despite it being very simple on the outside, not too difficult. I tried working with some sort of pattern here. It's not really a gradient because it's not, it's not a gradient, but I wanted to make a gradient. I'm not good at them. I'm gonna have to practice that later, and I don't know what type of texture I should use there. I could go into the history, but I don't want to ramble. I tried that earlier. I need a script for this type of stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you think it's whatever? I would like to know. And so if you guys enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. You don't have to. Maybe dislike it. I don't mind. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.